Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday, the 7th day of June. It is Daniel Boone Day, Global Running Day. What else? National Chocolate Ice Cream Day, National VCR Day. We still have a VCR.
We do.
We don't have it hooked up most of the time, but once in a while we'll hook it up so we can watch our wedding video.
Yes.
So,
Yes, we do.
And our kids laugh. Trial Technology Day, World Caring Day, World Food Safety Day, Junebug Day, and the first official day of summer apparently is today. I didn't realize that. And National Donut Day.
Oh,
And National
I love
Fish and
Donut
Chips
Day.
Day. All of this stuff happening. First day of summer I thought was later this month, but I don't know. Apparently it's today. At least it says so on my list. And I've got a guest joining me. I've got Adam Corolla. Yeah. Stand-up
That's a
comic.
good one.
So he's been in movies. He's been in TV shows. He's got a new animated series. We're going to chat all about that coming your way in just a bit with Adam Corolla.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points or get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. By the time most kids start school, they already know that please is a magic word. But researchers are telling us that people actually say please way less than we would expect. UCLA sociologists found that when people say please, they're actually taking advantage of the power of please with a very specific social strategy. Researchers analyzed 17 hours of recorded videos showing casual everyday interactions between families, friends, and workers. Overall, thousands of requests, over those thousands of requests, people only said please 69 times, 7% of the time. Study determined that people mainly say please when they think somebody will probably refuse their request if they don't. Simply put, in modern society, people break out the please when they are expecting a no, but they're hoping for a yes. Please definitely is not a surefire politeness hack that kids would like it to be. The study found that using the word can definitely help you avoid hearing other no's from families and friends.
I think that depends on which part of the country you're in.
I don't know how.
Where I grew up,
just be
please
polite.
and thank you is still used all the time.
I use it all the time. I'm begging Heidi all the time. Please, pretty please. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signing, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that if you feel sore and beat up after a rigorous workout, you're supposed to try almonds? Yeah, scientists found that weekend warriors, or people who do their most strenuous physical fitness on the weekends, experience easier recovery if they're eating almonds every day.
I do eat almonds every day.
I need to eat more almonds. I don't.
Almonds are actually my breakfast every day. That's what I do for breakfast every morning.
And I do eggs, but I should do almonds. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. The Real Housewives of New Jersey is changing things up for season 14. Holy cow.
14 seasons.
Apparently it's because of some friction on the set. Wait a minute. You're telling me there was friction on one of the Real Housewives programs? A source says the network is figuring out a different concept to wrap up the season. So apparently there's a feud between long-standing sisters-in-law, Teresa and Melissa. So if you know what I'm talking about, you're way ahead of me. King of Queens star Kevin James will star in a limited series about the pro golfer John Daly. Golf is becoming a hot topic on TV as of late. Will Ferrell and Rami Youssef are set to star in a Netflix comedy called Golf. Adam Sandler bringing back Happy Gilmore for a sequel.
I can't wait for that one.
Owen Wilson is playing a pro golfer in an upcoming program, so why wouldn't they add another, right? All right. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. 55% of women admit they have changed the home thermostat when their partner is not looking. Heidi is in charge of our thermostat.
I am.
I will not touch it because I did once, and then I got yelled at for doing it. So now she's like, you can touch this, I'm like, I'm not going to. I smell a trap when I see one. I know exactly what's going on. I don't think that's the right phrase, is it? I smell a trap when I see one.
You
I don't
smell
know.
a trap.
I sense a trap. I don't know. Whatever that phrase is, just insert that right there in your brain. Yeah, it's definitely a trap. Yeah, Heidi will adjust the thermostat. I don't do it. But it says 55% of women admit that they change the thermostat when their partner's not looking. So,
do you admit
No,
to that?
I
Are
don't-
you the,
I don't
are you
do
the
it.
woman in the relationship?
No, I don't touch it. I stay away. I stay completely away from it. And a married couple has given birth to what's being called a miracle baby after suffering 6 heartbreaking miscarriages. Charlie and Lynette Bathgate spent 10 years trying to bring a child into this world with no success. They almost had given up on their dream of becoming parents when a doctor urged the 42-year-old Lynette to try medicine normally taken before IVF treatment. She said she was filled with anxiety when she became pregnant for the 7th time, but their daughter arrived, emergency C-section, weighing roughly 8 pounds, 5 ounces.
Wow.
The moment that she first held her baby girl's hand, Lynette said, it was the most fantastic feeling in the world.
Yeah, it really is. It's
So,
an amazing moment.
What do you suppose they named this baby girl?
Miracle?
No, Faith.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great name. We have a friend named Faith, and she is one of the coolest people I know.
Yes.
And so that's a great name, Faith. You're sharing a name with some awesome other people. I think that's neat. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are struggling and trying and struggling. So there is hope. She was 42. And I mean, there are people that were
That's a
counting her
great
out,
story.
going, too late, not going to happen. But it happened. I've got a link to that story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Excited for a very fun comedy call today with Adam Corolla. In addition to being a comedian, he's got a bunch of other amazing stuff too, and he's got a new project out right now. It's a new series, Mr. Birchum. You get to be the teacher, Mr. Birchum. Tell me a little bit about this, Adam.
It's basically All in the Family 2.0. I got a woodshop teacher who's kind of set in his ways, loves woodworking, hates kids, and comedy ensues.
And this project is available. People can watch it each week. It's on Sundays on Daily Wire. And I'm looking at the lineup of people that are lending their voices to this. And you get a chance to work with some amazing people. I'm a big fan of Patrick Warburton and Rob Riggle and Danny Trejo and Roseanne Barr and Jay Moore. And I look at this list. It's just, you got a lot of awesome people that are working with you on this.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was flattered that so many great names kind of came out and got involved, and everyone was really, really good as well. Like, I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less. I mean, there's a reason these guys are who they are, and they do amazing voiceover work. So everyone did just a spectacular job. Now, I've had a chance to watch a bit of this. Is this something that you each record your own parts separately? Are you guys together at all for any of this? No, some of it. I mean, we had, Megan's back east, and Patrick would come into my studio in L.A., and Danny Trejo would come. Yeah, everyone was kind of spread out all over the place. I wish we could do a We Are the World version of it, where everyone just checked their egos at the door and showed up. But it's just not practical.
Yeah.
And with, Megyn Kelly's schedule and everyone's schedule. So we just do it. You can hear when you're reading it, doing the copy, you can hear what the other people, you can hear their recorded voice track and stuff like that. But hell, I guess they do songs this way now.
Yeah. Well, and the amazing thing, the producers who are putting this together, the people that do actually the post-production, when they finish it up, they do such an amazing job. You'd never know that you're not sitting right next to them, would you?
No, and as a matter of fact, I don't even know if you could practically do it like a play. I don't even know that you could. I don't know you could do it. I mean, like I used to do The Family Guy, and I'd go in there and just sit alone in a booth and lay down my part,
Yeah.
Like I don't think it ever worked like an old time radio, soap opera something.
And so the program, again, is available right now if people want to watch it. I'll throw a link so they can find it really easily. And do you kind of have an idea of how many episodes you're going to be doing, or do you right now it's just kind of, if people love it, it just keeps going?
If people love it, it'll keep going, but there's a little bit of a lead time with animation. So it'll go for the first 6 episodes, then there'll be a break, and then we'll get another pickup, God willing.
Yeah.
So go and enjoy it and tell people to enjoy it with you, and it'll help the cause.
Now, there are some people in this world who do like one thing and they're known for this one thing, but then there's people like Adam Corolla, radio personality, stand-up comic, actor, podcaster, voice actor, all of these amazing things, and you do such a great job in all of them. Most downloaded podcast, Guinness World Record. That's got to be kind of cool to know that.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt. I try not to dwell too much on it. I want to be sort of a shark that just swims forward,
Yeah.
So that's what retirement's for, I guess, is reflecting the past, but now for me, I'm just sort of on to the next thing, and that's the way I prefer it. It's a better way to get paid too, to have something else to do. But yeah, I just go from one thing to the next thing, and sometimes I pause and go, wow, it's been a lot of different stuff you've done over the years, which is great. But for me, it's just what's next.
Well, congrats on all the success you've had, and I think this is going to be huge as well. Thank you for your time, and thanks for chatting with me about it.
Thanks for having me.
Again, our guest today has been Adam Corolla, and his new animated series, Mr. Birchum, is on weekly on the Daily Wire. I've got a link to a trailer so you can see that, and also where you can go to watch it. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Russians showed up 12 days late to the 1908 London Olympics because they used the Julian calendar, which is 2 weeks behind the Gregorian calendar that was being used by the rest of the world.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think they kind of got that all squared away now. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ben & Jerry's founder Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield learned how to make ice cream taking a $5 course at Penn State University. I'll bet that's probably the best $5 investment they've ever made.
Pretty well.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Hershey's chocolate syrup, Ritz crackers, Dum Dums, and Oreos are all vegan products.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't think of that, but they are. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The hour hand on a wristwatch travels at 0.000000275 miles per hour.
Alrighty.
Yeah, for anybody that was wondering. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Japan, you can buy a stick-on belly button cleaner.
Ew.
That just kind of sounds... Ew. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signings, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. A survey found that 63% of people do this before they place a bet. What is it? 63%.
Look at their horoscope?
No, they say a prayer.
Okay.
Yeah, 63% of people.
That's probably not going to help you.
Say a
Gambling
prayer
is not necessarily
before
something that God...
placing a bet. Yeah, they're not necessarily jiving right there, folks. Just saying. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Serial record breaker David Rush earned his 173rd Guinness World Record title using his nose to inflate 28 balloons in 3 minutes.
Why? I just don't understand.
He's on a quest to hold the most concurrent Guinness World Record titles. 180 is what his goal is. He already held the 1-minute version of the record, but the 3-minute version took him 42 attempts to achieve. Meanwhile, last week, Vinod Chaudhry broke his own Guinness World Record by typing the alphabet in 25.66 seconds using only a keyboard in his nose.
Okay.
I'm going to start practicing on that one. I think I can beat that. Probably not. Weird news.
Their parents must be so proud.
Here's the thing. Guinness World Records are kind of a fun thing, but there are some that are just so bizarre. Even for someone like me who likes this kind of thing.
Anything weird can be a Guinness World Record if you're the first one to do it.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Okay, here it is, guys. The 3 things women really want you to do on a date, according to Tinder. They served 8,000 men and women, 18 to 34 in the U.S., UK, Australia, Canada, almost everybody. 91% of men and 94% of women agreed that dating has become more difficult in recent years. So they have, all kinds of things. So here's the top 3 things. We'll do number 3. Give sincere compliments.
Yeah.
50% of women gave a thumbs up to a genuine affirmation versus only 35% of men, by the way. Number 2, put your phone away during one-on-one time. Do we really have to even put that on the list?
I think it's really sad if you have to put that on the list.
I'm on my first date. Meanwhile, I'm over here doing a Wordle. No,
right,
don't do that.
Right.
55% of women prefer going on screen-free dates. And the number 1 thing, make sure your date gets home safely. Yeah, that should be the number 1. When they're just like, well, see ya. Good luck to you. All right, the list comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Our quote today is from the movie Some Like It Hot from 1959. The quote is, well, nobody's perfect.
Okay.
I've said that before.
That is true.
I didn't even know I was quoting anybody when I said it. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Have you?
Have.
Have
Yes.
you?
Yep.
Should I watch it? Am I missing anything?
Well, it's a classic.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to watch that. I was thinking the other day of the number of classic movies that we have not seen. There's a lot of them. We should watch them sometime. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline. Teenage heroes dubbed as angels for saving a man on train tracks with seconds to spare. Yeah, this happened in England. 2 teenagers, there's a photo of these young men here. They're being hailed as heroes for saving a man from an oncoming train just seconds before it arrived.
That's so great.
Yeah. Freddie and Harley are their names, 15 and 16. They acted swiftly when they saw a distressed man jump onto the tracks at Bolton upon Dearne train station in South Yorkshire. Wow, that's a lot going on there. Friends waiting for the train home. The 11 p.m. curfew that they had was the reason they were heading home at this particular time. They noticed the man and heard him express his intentions to end his life. Oh, that's too bad. Freddie said, "You're not doing that, mate," and without hesitation jumped onto the tracks despite the oncoming train. It says Harley, who leapt onto the tracks, said, "I wasn't worried about the train. I just wanted to make sure Freddie got him off the tracks." We could see the train's headlights approaching, and it was not a very long bend, so that meant it was getting close.
Getting really close.
Train arrived about 45 seconds after they got him off the tracks. The man kept saying, "You're good lads," and they said you could tell he was struggling. While awaiting for help, Freddie and Harley had a heartfelt conversation with the man, learning about his troubles. Gary Robinson is the gentleman's name. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not. He's with the Network Rail, but he praised the actions of the teenagers. In a social post, Gary wrote, "Call out tonight to a male with intent to self-harm on the railway, but these 2 young lads were his angels. They dragged him off the railway and talked with him until I arrived. They undoubtedly saved his life."
Wow.
So, and they go on to say, kids often get bad press, but with humanity like what these lads showed tonight, we are in safe hands. With these 2 lads, they are a credit to their parents, and I can't speak highly enough about them. If you see them, buy them a J20. It says they're not old enough for pints yet, so I don't know what a J20 is. It must be a drink of some kind. All right, whatever that is. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.